It's great to be having another public AMA again.
Mm.
We've had quite a bit of interest, and we're glad some of you are here. I see some familiar faces and familiar names. It's great to have you all here as well. I remember when we used to do these AMAs once a month, almost every second week. So yeah, I think we should be getting back into this kind of swing of things. As what swinging the market's going to be turning up, and more people are going to be wanting to learn how to scalp trade and actually just understand the principles really of trading and timeframes and everything else. And in this session today, in this public AMA, here at Hodlnots, we're going to be showing you all of that. We're going to be showing you a little bit more about our ecosystem. For those of you not familiar, and for those of you who are, we are going to be taking you through the ecosystem of ours and the various products that we have, and show you some examples of some trades that have been happening today and over the last few days as well. But for now, let me introduce you to Wendy, otherwise known as Mama Bear, and Wendy's going to be taking us through the rest of this.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the call. And this is all about Hodlnots. So hopefully you're in the right place. And we've got lots of people that are very interested in finding out about Hodlnots in our ecosystem. You can see we've got lots of different logos up here. So we've got lots of different things that go on within our product, and we'd like to share them with you. And in case you have any questions, please put them in the chat, and we're going to open it up later for questions as we go. But I'm going to share a quick PowerPoint presentation for you just to go over some of the products that we have and some of the things that we offer in Hodlnots. So welcome. We're going to go over Hodlnots, and one of the main signature products that we have besides the course is the Hodl Fire. This is just growing leaps and bounds by most traders. Everybody is finding that the Hodl Fire is an insanely great indicator to have to use with any form of trading style, meaning it works on stocks, it works on Forex, it works on the S&P, it works on gold, silver, and cryptocurrency is what we use it for. So we want to get into the Hodl Fires, and we want to make sure everybody understands that they are really extremely powerful indicators. And we're going to show you some examples. John's going to go over that as soon as I'm through with this presentation. But the Hodlnots course that we offer is a foundational course for beginners. And it's also good for those people who have been trading for a long time and they want to learn how to minute scalp. Minute scalp means making profits every single day on coins that are running. And it's a very unique type of trading style, and different from any other kind of trading style that you've ever known. And you won't find another course out there like the Hodlnots course, because we are the one that started it from the very beginning. We invented it, the method in which we trade, and we have live course. So you're going to find that there's not hardly anybody out there that gives live courses anymore. It's online, learn as you go, and you don't have the backup and support that you need. But the Hodlnots Scalp Trading and Foundational course comes with live support, and that is something that we've basically prided ourselves over and on with this course, because outside of just learning on a regular course structure, you can't really ask all the questions that you need, and we have homework, and we've got the live support that guides you through. We have extra chat sessions, but having that extra support makes sure that you learn the material, you have a chance to ask any questions if you're not understanding anything, and we actually make it really fun. The channels that we're in and how to teach it, you learn and you meet with people from all over the world, and you make new friends. And then you join our wonderfully big, large, vast global community. It's the biggest global scalp trading community in the world. We've been in business now over 8 years, and Hodlnots has been founded, and we're going on, I think, about our 6th or 7th year now. But the course that we have is offered every other month. So you want to take advantage. If you want to learn how to scalp trade, it's going to help you with all of your trading styles to actually understand and learn how to read a chart, how to read the indicators, and know what they're doing will help you with all of the different ways and forms that you're trading cryptocurrency. But the next course that we have, we're already taking registrations. It's open now for you to start, and you can start with the pre-course videos. September 13th. We are looking at it just around the corner. So you can start now. You can get set up on your trading view. We have a pre-course video that goes over it. The team presents that to you and gets you familiar with the platform before we even get started. The last course of the year is going to be in October 25th. So if you miss this one in the next coming week, you can grab the one in October or the one in January after the holidays. But they make great Christmas gifts, something totally unique, unusual. I just had an interview with a young man who's, I think, 16 going on 17. And his family is sponsoring him because he's been wanting to learn how to trade for a long time. So they're not too young to learn how, if they are in high school, to learn how, or even in college. It makes a fantastic gift for people. So the Hodl Fire, I'm going to get into that, is our latest, greatest, wonderful indicator and bot. It has the highest win rate of any indicator out there. We have an exceptional coder that I work with to create these different indicators that Hodlnots uniquely owns, has written the script, and they have been tried, proven, and back tested, and they are accurate. This one in itself, nobody else has met, proven, and back tested, and they are accurate. This one in itself, nobody else has met even close to the win rate on this indicator. The discrepancy that a lot of people have in it is because it is priced so low. If it was really as good as we say it is, rocking a 80, 90 to 100% win rate, you would be selling it for a whole lot more money. Well, we have a very large community that's in need to get an abundance. So we have intentional reasons why we have it priced so low. So don't discount the fact that it's extremely powerful. It has 26 pages of coding behind it, and it took almost 2 years to develop, but it is very, very good. It's really good for people to use before they even get in a course, to be able to trade in cryptocurrency, and we call it our income indicator. And the way it works is that it works off of pivot points. And what a pivot means is that when a coin is going up, when it reaches a maximum coding point in time, and other indicators marry up with it, it ricochets and it pivots the other direction. So this basically is kind of like the top and then the bottom, and then the bottom pivots and it goes back up to the top. And there are quite a few different strategies that we have found that are very successful with working with the Hodl Fire. And we have, as a team, decided to, it's upcoming very soon, you're going to get some announcements on it, is that we're having live classes or basically meetings on the Hodl Fire indicator that you're going to be able to come on once every other week, I think is what we're going to do, twice a month now, where you can come on, ask questions on the Hodl Fire. We've got new strategies we want to go over, how it's used, give you some pointers, some tips, all different kinds of stuff, focusing around the Hodl Fire because it's been so successful for so many people. But it actually comes with a free bot. It's a Telegram bot channel that signals when the tops are in and the bottoms are in on coins on the higher time frame, so that you can be able to use it successfully. Most people like it on the 2 hour, the 4 hour, 12 hour, they like to use it that way. If you are a scalper and you've taken our scalp trading course, the Hodlnots course, you're going to want to use it on the 15-minute while you're scalp trading. And we found that the neon candles are extremely successful for scalp trading, both leverage and spot. So we're going to get into that. So this right here is the original spot Hodl Fire, and you can see what it does. It has the same buy sell tags as our Hodlnator, which is our 15-in-1 indicator that we sell and we teach in the course. And you get that free with the course. If you want to have that without the teaching, which we would love to teach you how to do it in the course, but it is for sale on the website separately now because some people would like to have it and they already know how to trade. They already know those indicators. They just want the tool that we are using for scalp trading. But this, you can see that it has the pivot points. Sometimes they're white. If you have a black background, they turn white. If you have a white background, they turn black. And the buy sell tags. But people work the pivot to the pivot and then make exceptionally good profit. This one right here on Bitcoin, it is dialed into Bitcoin, which I haven't really told a lot of people about that, but it's a little tip of the trick of it, is that it is dialed into Bitcoin. I won't tell you on what time frame, but as you can see on this particular time frame on 1 hour on these particular trades, the last 36 trades, it didn't miss a lick. So it's not 100% perfect, but on this particular coin, it runs with 100% win rate on almost all time frames. So let's move on. We also have a second one that we have dialed in for you for those people who are a little bit risky traders, or you're an advanced trader that you've had the training and education. We highly do not recommend that you take the leverage hodl fire unless you've had full training and education because of the extra high risk that it imposes. We do teach it in Hodlnots, and we teach it after you get through the course, after you get through our 3M program to become an expert scalp trader. We will teach it to you free, and we will teach you how to leverage high risk in our case. And that's the only way that we learn how to trade doing it is we want to do it safely. We want to use high risk, but we will also want to do it safely. So we will teach it to you if you make the ropes and you go through the course and you make it through the black bear cave. This indicator is a little bit different because the tags are different in the fact that they are longs and shorts. And so if you're a leverage trader, you want to know when to short the market or long the market. And the tags are dialed in just a wee bit differently for leverage traders because most of them short the market. Other than that, it's basically the same indicator, just tweaked a little bit for those people who leverage trade. So you're free to try either one of them and you can see which one you like. Again, this is what it looks like here, but the tags will say short and long instead of that. Now, the great thing about the hodl fires are both of them will have neon candles. This shows a very strong strength in the direction of the coin, meaning that the green neons, they're going up. You're longing the market, you're going up, and you're trying to get the trades. This is what we prefer, and this is what we're seeking after first. But when Bitcoin is retracing and Bitcoin's going down, doing a little pullback, well, we take advantage of that pullback now and we're teaching shorting the market. So it's a little bit different. And I give extra trainings on Tuesdays and I teach people how to do it. On this particular one here, this is a different coin. It still rocks over an 80% win rate, over 209 trades. It didn't miss very many of them. So this is what is really unique about this is it works on all points. So we do teach within our system risk management. So with the hodl fire, there is a way to use it. We teach you in the little video that comes with it. We do basically teach you how to buy and sell a coin and how to use a stop loss. Basically, we recommend that you use a stop loss and trail it up. If you don't know what I'm talking about because you're brand new to crypto or you really don't know how to trade, but you want to change your life, you want to learn how, please take the course. We teach everything to you step by step, and don't be afraid to come on and learn how to trade. All right, we teach them from young to old. We've got lots of people who are living on their pensions and they're maximizing and learning how to make extra income. Some people are actually jumping on the course now because they're afraid of what the world is doing right now and they're afraid they may lose their jobs or that we might get another lockdown. And we really saved a whole bunch of people when the lockdown happened because they were able to make money from home when nothing else worked and they couldn't leave their homes. So as a precaution, it's also a safety insurance policy to learn how to trade. Amongst learning how to invest and learn the different trading styles and how to make money with cryptocurrency. So we would teach you actually how to manage liquidity. Now, what that means is how much money that you can actually trade because it's different for every coin. How much money, so you're not putting too much money on a coin and losing. It's very important to know these things, to be careful not to trade too much on a coin that can't handle it, or which coins can handle bigger trades and you can make bigger income from them. But if you have no trading experience at all, please practice. Use the hodl fire on paper, and we have a little spreadsheet that you can practice on, and you then can sign up for the course when you've traded up some funds using the hodl fire, and hopefully jump on the October course if you can't make the September one. But how you begin getting into Hodlnots, if you go to Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, we've provided a link right here for you if you have not yet signed up. If you know somebody and they've referred you to us, please use their link. That way that you can be working with them and they can help you with in case they're an affiliate and they're selling and they're referring you to we want to honor their referral. So we want you to sign up under them. But if you don't have one, there's a referral link that we help people with. You open up a TradingView account. Now, with TradingView, the basic account will allow you to use the alerts. You can still see the HODLfire for free on the free version for 30 days and practice with it, but you won't be able to use the alerts unless you have the basic account because they've stopped that. They want you to at least have the basic one to use the alerts. So just know that going in. Opening a trading platform, lots of different exchanges to choose from, depending on where around the world that you might be trading cryptocurrency or trading Forex or trading whatever. You need to open up your own platform. We use many different ones. So to get the HODLfire, everybody here, you can get it for free for 7 days if you have not yet done it. It's a one-time use only coupon code. It's called HODLfire 7. We don't take a payment method. We don't operate that way. When we say free, it's free. We're not going to just automatically charge your credit card. We don't even take your credit card unless you want to buy it. But you can safely apply the coupon code HODLfire 7 at the time of checkout. You go buy the product, the $31 product, either the leverage or the spot, and apply that coupon code, and it will zero out any payment method that you might need. And as soon as we get the notice, just remember, it is really important for you to give us your TradingView username, not your Bitcoin Trend and Forecast name, but your TradingView username, because it is a special invite-only script. We must know how to connect it to your TradingView account so you can see it. So in order to do that, we have to have your TradingView username. As soon as we get that, and we get your coupon code, then we will open up and we will apply that, and you will get to use it for free for 7 days. So we really want you to be able to test it out first, because if you can't make money with it in a week, then we're doing something wrong, because everybody else is really having a great success with it. So we're really excited about the HODLfire and what it's done to the community. And we already have hundreds and hundreds of people renewing month after month after month on this thing. We're really, really happy with it, but we want you to learn how to trade safely. So we look forward to seeing you on the course, and thank you for your time. And hopefully we will see you either on the HODLfire calls coming up or the course. So I'm going to turn it over to John, and he's going to show you a little bit more about how the HODLfire works. John?
Yeah, well, not just not just the HODLfire. We've been watching Bitcoin go down the last little bits, and while it is turning around, and some of you might be subscribers to tomorrow's long-term trade reports, and we know that there is the bull market coming. We've seen it all over social media, etc. Everybody's very excited, but that doesn't mean that you have to wait for a week or 2 or 4, 5, 7 weeks waiting for that to happen. Some of you might be trading those long positions. That's great, but it takes a lot of time to actualize those gains. And so it's the reason why I did the course, nearly 3 years ago. And I haven't looked back at all, because it doesn't matter the market. You can be making percentages or dollars in minutes, depending on how you trade. So we just quickly wanted to show you some of the coins that have been popping just today. Just as of, I've been, the last 6 hours or so. So this is one that's recently been listed on Binance. And yeah, dogs did quite well. And this is a 5-minute chart. And I'm not going to get into timeframes and everything else right now for all of you. And it is something that we do teach on the course. We do teach an understanding of how higher timeframes might affect the lower timeframes, and whether a run is going to continue or trend is going to continue. And it really does help an understanding of whether it be MTT reports or long-term trade reports and all of these great reports that get put out, having an understanding of timeframes and whether or not the trend will continue. And I can look at Bitcoin and show you guys Bitcoin in the day and tell you what I'm going to think around what's going to happen, but not quite yet. Let's get into more the scalping side of things. So there are 2 ways of which you can make money within a day, within a couple of minutes. One of these coins was dogs. And again, we don't really care for all of these. You'll see a whole bunch of vowels and consonants. We don't really care so much about all these different coins and what they are, but we do care when they run. So just have a quick look at this. This was dogs. And we teach you all about safe entries and exits. Now, whether or not you knew about dogs, our community in the den called it out and said, listen, dogs is running. And dogs did quite well. Dogs did 23% there in just over 40 minutes or so, and it continued the trend upwards. If we go have a look at the 1 minute, we knew that dogs is going to run and continue running. There are a couple of things, again, that we teach within the course about why we trade in this area and not below this area down over here. And yeah, dogs had a great little run. And you could see that yeah, 7% in 15 minutes. Where else are you going to make that kind of money? We waited for the next little run. It ran up again, another 9% in 10 minutes. It wasn't done yet. And then had a nice little pip again and just did a little bit of a sideways run up there. So really not bad. And that's just what you would learn from the course. Where to find the coins, where to enter, where to get out, and why we trade this area specifically and not this area back here. But now I do have an alert set for dogs to run again. And the reason why is that, and this is where we're going to tie into the Hodl fire shortly. Again, this is now a 5-minute chart where I was showing the 1-minute chart. This coin at the moment, it's been coming backwards a little, what we call a retrace. And now why do I think it's going to run? Because we teach a little bit about timeframes and things like that. There's still lots of potential. We got our eyes on here. Now, if for some of you might think that scalping, and you go back to the 1 minute, and you're like, well, John, getting in and out of these coins, like I'm gonna have to take some sort of sedative or something just to calm myself down. With practice, you're able to get in and out of these coins quite easily, quite quickly. Also, like Wendy said, using a stop loss is imperative. You always want to protect your capital, and we teach you about that. We teach you about the risk reward. We teach you really about where you should place the stop loss. And again, like Wendy was saying as well, checking liquidity and the order books. That is vital, because you don't want to jump in there with $10,000, or even $1,000 if the order books aren't really going to be able to take that. So if 1 minute is a little bit too fast for you, this is really what's great then about the Hodl fire. And once obviously you've done the Hodlnots Scalp Trading Foundational course, you do get the Hodl name with that. But what's great is that you also get taught on how to use the Hodl fire. And this is on the 15-minute for dogs as well. Now, when he was talking about pivot tops and pivot bottoms as well, and if you had known, for instance, that dogs was going sideways and at some point was going to break out, maybe your alert would have triggered. You might have got in with a pivot bottom or a buy tag. But the point was that you follow these neon green candles. And if this was just one coin that you traded for the day, whether you scalped it or used the Hodl fire or did both, you potentially would have gotten out here with 25% in 2 hours just by following some alerts. And that's really great to see. And here's another coin as another example. So this is Mbox, and Mbox it often runs. Your alert might have triggered. There are a couple of things, again, around the Hodl fire that we'll be teaching you in terms of where your entries are, where your exits are. But even if you just followed this one coin, if you're looking to follow it, and why I've still got my alert set for this, you could see I had you wouldn't have seen, but I have a little line here telling me that it might go again. And if you follow the pivot tops and the pivot bottoms just on one coin that's trending for the day, there is potential for this. So I've got my eyes on here, much like I got my eyes on another coin called Acro. Now, like Wendy said, if you guys don't have the Hodl fire yet, or you haven't had the opportunity to try it, you can trial it for 7 days. And then you would be following these pivots. And basically, there's no pivot top here yet for the 15. I still got a strong feeling that this is going to go. I'm going to set an alert and hopefully catch the next run on this. So these are just some of the things that we actually teach you within the course, and some of the percentages. Again, just have a quick look here. Acro ran quite quickly, but people were grabbing. There was some trades on Iris. There were trades on a couple other things. Now, this is with Bitcoin going down. And I saw it yesterday as well, so the day before. Coins out of the blue would pop up, 30% in 2 candles in 2 minutes.
Right.
And oftentimes they'll just keep running. And when Bitcoin starts to run, most of these coins that you see here, most of these alts are going to run. And the problem is, it's not, missing the run. It's choosing one coin, getting in, getting out, getting the next coin, and you just continue riding those freight trains up. So all of these coins here on these watch lists that we have, whether it be for Binance, if that's where you guys are mostly focused, or whether it be on MEXC, or if you're only limited to Coinbase as an example, we're able to show you and teach you all of that through the Hodlnots Scalp Trading and Foundational course. Again, reminder, it is happening on the 13th of September. There is a link, there are 2 links actually, in the chat down below. And one of them is for the Hodl Fire that we mentioned, where you can go and trial it for 7 days. Use that coupon code HODLFire7. It is on the product store as well. And then there's a little bit of extra news, a little bit of an extra incentive. Quite exciting, actually. For those of you from this call, and even tomorrow's call as well, we're having another call with long-term trade reports as well, is that if you apply and subscribe for the course, you will be getting a 5% rebate on your course fee. We will be giving you USDT. That's the most commonly paired Tether coin that we trade with. We'll be giving you 5% back in USDT, in which you then can trade with. Obviously, once we've taught you the fundamentals of entries and exits and where you should be trading, we get into that in week 2 of the course. The course is about 2.5 weeks. A lot of people do ask us, how much time should we set aside? Generally, class can be about an hour and a half. You need some time for homework and engagement and that kind of thing. But you're looking at about 2 hours a day. So depending on where in the world you might be, it might be your early morning, it might be your afternoon, it might be your evening, but 2 hours out of your time. And again, the classroom at least happens in Telegram. And it's pretty much 24/7. There's always somebody in there. I mean, Vicky's over in Australia, so it's Wendy. We've got myself, Marcel, and we've got Mona, and we've got a bunch of other people who often help out with the course. And we're there to assist you throughout the time. It's a lot more than what you expect. We teach you about Zoom as well and Telegram, but we teach you the fundamentals really of safe entries, reading the indicators. You do get the Hodlnator, the 15-in-1 indicator that I was showing my chart briefly, for free, included in the course fee as well. Obviously, you can buy it as a standalone product in the store too, but it's like, getting a tool and not knowing how to use it. It'd be a bit of a waste. So we highly encourage all of you to really subscribe and do the Hodlnots Scalp Trading and Foundational course, so that you're able to understand the indicators, able to understand those entries and exits, understanding stop losses, understanding timeframes, and knowing whether or not a coin is going to continue to run as well. So for a limited time period, if you are interested, or you even know somebody as well, if you know somebody within your community, your friends and family, people, maybe you've done the course already. If you get somebody to sign up for the course, not only do they get a 5% rebate, but you get that same value for yourself as well, in which to trade on it, obviously any exchange as well. So if you have referred somebody to the course and they've subscribed to do it for the September 13th course, you too will also be getting 5% back in terms of the rebate of that fee as well. So that's pretty exciting. So giving you guys all a little bit of extra cash to be able to trade with as well. Again, we will be starting on September 13th. It runs for about 2.5 weeks, but it's not just cool, thanks very much for coming, and let you go. You actually continue to get support and extra training once you have graduated and you've joined our den and our lodge as well. We do have a couple of extra calls, one of them being the Hodl Fire training session as well with Wendy. And so it doesn't stop. It's actually about 6.5 weeks worth of support and training, all included in that course fee. Also a Hodlnator. And then you will also be getting access to the Hodl Fire for 30 days, I think it is as well. Once you have done the course, you'll be getting that. Yes, Vix? Yes, that one over there.
There you go. Yeah. You get a lot of freebies with the course. You basically get almost the cost of the course basically back at you for taking the course. But we stay with you for another 30 days after you finish the course. So we hold your hand and, carry you along in case you have any questions. But most people stay and they become part of our community and they want to trade with us and will continue on their educational path in our 3M program, which is, we didn't bring up, but we will go over that at graduation for you. But it is really you want to go over it?
Well, okay. I think it's important, and Paul just asked a question around it because the 3M challenge is a phenomenal next step, really, because a lot of people are like, okay, well, what is next after I've done the course? Because yes, there is the Hodl Fire. Now we have a number of people, and we've had a number of people go through the 3M challenge. Wendy, you can explain it quickly if you like.
But yeah, I'll explain it to you. So we developed an additional course that we decided that we were not going to charge for. It is a very intensive admin. It requires a lot of admin support from all of the trainers and from myself as well. We do a lot of extra weekly meetings But this is where you learn to trade $20. You start with 40 and you learn to trade $20 all the way up to 2,500. It's a massive feat. It's not something easily attained. We cherish our black bears. When you make it into a black bear cave, this is a special Telegram group that will never have a subscription to it. This is an open channel that once you do the hard yards, if you make it into the cave, we trade for big money there. In other words, you have the money to trade. You have 2,500 USD that you worked really hard. You get into the cave. This is the cave over here. No, it's over. It's backwards right there. That's what your aim is to get into the 3M. We decided that Hodlnots, we don't want you to have to pay for the course. It's a challenge to yourself. There is no time limit on it. We give you an intake call when you come in. After you finish the course, if you think you're ready for the program, after you've tried to trade for a little bit, go for it. You know, we have weekly meetings, we have weekly trading calls. And if you're struggling at all, we try and fix you right away. Because if you keep making the same mistake, when you get out there with $500 to $1,000, you're going to lose money if you haven't mastered the trade. So we catch what you're doing wrong, we go over it. And if you're doing it right, you advance to the next color. There's 6 colors to go through. And if you, once you get to the 3rd color, you're rocking some good money. And it's quite entertaining to watch people go through it, but it is very successful. I can honestly say the very first black bear that we had, he was not in a good shape a couple years ago through COVID. Basically was on his deathbed, wasn't going to make it, and pulled through. Then he didn't have a job. So he decided to take trading seriously, took the Hodlnots course, decided to do the 3M program, and he blasted through it. It took him about 6 months, but he was steady Eddie at it. He got through the course, and I can honestly say today, I think he is 5x his portfolio. And he is a master at the hodl fire now. He will not do it. He said, you can take away all my indicators, but don't take away my hodl fire. And so he's moved up into leverage, a little bit of leverage with low leverage, but he's mastering the hodl fire, and he just loves the neon candle. So he's a very big part of the cave. We also have the fastest anybody has gone through the program has been a little under, what, 3.5 months? I think it was 3.5 months.
Yeah.
Was it 3.5 months? I think it was about that. 3 months. So he was intentional. He had a full-time job, but he was going to get this thing done and change his life. He had intention and he was going to master it. So he did. And he is also in the cave now, and he has stayed with scalp trading. He just likes that scalp trading, you know, the way we teach it, and it's successful. He says, why change something that's working for me? And he has already 3 times his portfolio since he has made it into the cave in a very short period of time. So we know that it works. We have quite a few ladies in there now who have mastered it. And we've got a couple people on purple ready to jump in. So we're excited about the growth of the cave. But once you get in there, it's a little different vibe than our trading den. So our trading den we call coins. People are trading 24/7 off and on just with the markets, but now we're teaching short. We have added that to the Tuesday training, but the 3M, anything goes in 3M. We do hodl fires, we do leverage, we do shorts, but you know what you're doing. You're an expert when you get in there. I've taught you everything. You don't need me anymore. So we trade for money in there. And we do extra calls in there for the bears. So we hope to see everybody in the bear cave, but you have to master the Hodlnots course first, and then work through the 3M program, and then hopefully we will trade with you from then on. But we're really loving it. We love over all the bears. We have quite a few of them in there now, and we love to see it growing. But it isn't an easy task. It's not easy, but we know you'll enjoy it. So hopefully that will help. If you have any other questions about it, let me know.
Yeah, that is great. Thanks, Paul. It's yeah, the 3M challenge really is something else. And our latest black bear, doing it in 3 months, he was literally in there every single day, taking 1% here, 1.5%, and he did that a couple of times a day. And he was able to double his trading portfolio within the different tiers of the 3M challenge. a number of times. I think he went from one
Mm.
level to the next level in a matter of days. So can you imagine doing 100% every 3, 4, 5, 6 days? And that is pretty incredible. And that wasn't in a bull market at all. So there is a lot of
No.
potential, and it does take a little bit of hard work. There is no get rich quick. It will be a little
Mm.
easier once the market turns in terms of being able to get some great percentages. But over the last few days, in between work and all the other obligations I've managed to do on average between 10 and 12% a day. And that is, and hasn't always been some great runners. So it just takes a little bit of practice and a little bit of time in front of the screens. And whether it be before work, after work, during work, there is always an opportunity as well. So whether you're into wanting to make money in minutes with scalp trading, and or combine that with some hodl fire or passive trading, whether you use in the 15 minutes, we use in the 1 hour, or even longer, it's actually really great to be able to understand the hodlnator and understand timeframes, being able to look at Bitcoin or Ethereum or ADA or ETC or any of these on the 4 hour, the 8 hour, 12 hour, even the 1 day, and be able to farm coins. So if you guys are collecting, or you're farming ADA as an example, or XRP, you can use the hodl and the higher timeframes. You can use the hodlnator and understand whether or not the downtrend is going to continue for certain coins, including Bitcoin as well. And while that's happening, you can farm other coins in the lower time frames using the hodl or even scalp them as well. So there is plenty of potential. And this course within Bitcoin Trend and Forecast through Hodlnots is the foundational stage. It teaches you the fundamentals of everything. And whether you go into doing the ultimate trading course with DTM, this sets the foundation for all of that. Or whether you're looking to understand, the reports that Nico and Marius put together, and then also trade on the shorter time frames, because there is an opportunity for all to be making money. Doesn't matter the market. We prefer when Bitcoin is going up. But when Bitcoin's going down, a lot of other coins just pop out of nowhere. We had a couple of coins that did 80, 100% in the last week within a couple of hours. So why miss those, really? So again, if you guys yeah, Wendy?
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I thought you were done. Apologies. I see on our other channels and stuff where we've got quite a few people, I am seeing, and even on this call, that there are quite a few old timers that have taken the course years ago. So welcome back. You know who you are. But just to mention to you, for those people who have not been with us in the last couple of years, the course is different. We have different trainers now. We have had to change the way we trade over the years. The hodlnator's been upgraded a couple times. We do a refresher course with you. So if you are interested in coming back to scalp trading, you really need the refresher course. And we're not charging for that either. You just need to come back for 1 month in the den in the lodge. And when you get into the lodge, type in hashtag I'm back. The team will see you. They will set up a private call with me. I will be privately talking to you, and I need a good hour. And I am offering my hour of my time with you free to bring you back up to speed on what you missed, so you don't have to take another course again. However, some people still take the new course again just to be refreshed and get back into it if you don't remember anything. If you remember the hodlnator, if you remember how to trade, we can upskill you to get back in the game with the refresher course. But just come back for 1 month, join and see what all you've missed, see what indicators we have now. We've got another one back here behind my head called the BB Rider. So that one finds the runs for you, and it's exceptionally well for scalpers, and we now give it for free if you're in the den. So if you join the den, you don't have to pay the extra $40 for it. You get it for free. All the more reason to come trade with us. But for all of those, I see you on there, and yes, you're an old timer, I know, and there's a couple more old timers there, Paul. But there's a couple more over on the side that I'm seeing as well. So if we'd love to have you back with us, but please at least come back for 1 month and refresh before you decide whether you're going to go solo or if you want to stay with us. But the refresher course is what you need, because there's a lot of things that we teach differently. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Cool. Yeah, so if you are wanting to do that, come back and join us in the den and the lodge. That is obviously the lodge most of you should know, although I know things did change, but that's where all the extra training happens over in the lodge. Go check it out on the Bitcoin Tap store as well. If you're looking to get back in there and then have that call with Wendy, the I'm back call, just a quick refresher. But otherwise, for the rest of you, just bear in mind 5% rebate on your course fee if you sign up for the 13th of September. That's going to be still valid for the next couple of days. If you have somebody who would like to do the course and you refer them and they subscribe for that, you also get that 5% rebate, or at least the USDT value back in time for that as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop us either an email, hello@hodlnots.com. And also on that note, for those of you who haven't seen, we'll just bring it up quickly. We do have a website, funny enough. It's not just, thank you, Vex. It isn't just Bitcoin trend and forecast, but hodlnots.com. This is our website, and this is where you can go have a look, read a little bit more about all the various products that we have, some of the testimonials as well from the various people who've done various courses. We obviously also do a premium course, which is a one-on-one course. So all the same material that happens as well within the normal Hodlnots scalp trading and foundational course, but you get a one-on-one tailored course specific to your needs, depending on your time and everything else as well. So we've had a number of those. So if you do want to find out more, go check out hodlnots.com for our brand new website. And then hopefully we'll get to see some of you on the next course, September 13th. And then, of course, there's the HODLify, which you guys can again trial. If you have any questions, do drop a support ticket. Our support ticket team loves receiving those queries. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. Vix, was there anything else you'd like to say?
And welcome back to all the oldies. Not sure about that one.
They're not oldies. They've been with us for a long time, and they're wanting to come back because the market's getting hot again. So you need to be upskilled when you come back. So let's get you where you need to be, because we're having a lot of fun, and especially now that we're doing shorts as well. It's just like spot, we're doing it on the leverage platforms, but we teach it with caution, and we include it now. So come back and let us show you how we're making money both up and down. Okay.
And also welcome to the newbies if you haven't done the course yet. We're looking forward to meeting you.
Yes, we've had quite a few inquiries over the last couple of days, actually. So word's getting around. People are realizing crypto is not a bubble, not going away. Even just, you know what I asked? It was really funny. What I did today was I asked Chat GPT, is Bitcoin ever going to die? Try it. See what it comes up with. It said, no, it's not going to die. Even Chat GPT knows it's not going to die. It's around for a while. But yeah, we're looking forward to the turn of Bitcoin to go back in the right direction. But even if it decides to go in the wrong direction, we are now making money. So come join us. Any other questions from anybody about any of the products, anything what we're doing, anything else?
I think
okay, well then come have fun with us.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing some of you guys again, or for the first time on the next course that's happening in 16 days from now. We'll be starting off in that course. So bear that in mind as well. Don't forget that 5% potential rebate. And yeah, thank you everybody for being on the call.
Let's go. Let's go. Hopefully we'll see you on the course. All right. Or back. Have a good one. Bye.
Ciao.